That was terrible.
Boy, stop.
I'm with the runs.
I sound like Eric Badu. Nah, that's what.
Eric more like. I take niggas songs.
She sound like she can
Have them wearing dresses. And all kind of bangles. Alright, we gotta stop showing up. Let's start this, y'all. Welcome back, everybody. It's your grandma's favorite podcast, Stupider Than Jupiter. I'm the host, Shalon Thomas, aka Big Lon, aka the nigga that almost died in a car accident, aka shout out to Southern Regional. I'm here with my homegirl, model, skateboarder,
what to introduce me as,
kickboxer,
but I do too much,
loctician, amateur paralegal,
multifaceted. How you spell that? I don't know.
Yo, can't spell.
Multi-faucet.
Faucet?
That's how I'm
Multi-faucet.
feeling like faucet, nigga, because that's what it sounds like to me.
No.
Hey man,
that's
so
terrible.
previously I introduced myself to Johnny 100, you know, when I was on my music tip. But your girl out here doing this modeling thing has been pretty cool. So let me reintroduce myself as Dionne Michelle, which is my real name, by the way. You know, first name, middle name. So yeah, Dionne Michelle is what I'm on by nowadays. On my PD shit. Club Daddy, Sean Collins, whatever you want to call it.
I'm gonna tell her right now, I'm not changing that shit again. Because I done had to change this shit like 3 fucking times. I'm not changing it again. So if y'all wanna find out, so any niggas who wanna holler at her on the IG or shit, or on her goddamn Twitter, you even got TikTok?
I don't got a Twitter. I got TikTok, but it's some other shit. I skate in my own lane. That's my skateboarding shit.
Skate on. You gotta look, you gonna have to just goddamn listen hard, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not putting that shit in there.
Bro.
Not doing all these fucking extra ass IG names, not doing it. Lazy.
Just put the Dionne Michelle, Dionne, period, the dot, Mechelle.
Leave me alone. Don't ask me who they didn't know. Pay attention.
Leave me alone.
Pay motherfucking attention.
I said it at the end of it.
But today we got my Umar
Johnson.
Umar Johnson to a little bit because a couple weeks ago, I feel like a long ass time ago, but it literally was like 2 weeks ago. Lori Harvey and Michel B. Jordan broke up.
Oh,
Now,
Lori.
I wouldn't personally give a fuck, but it was the same. I saw the same like energy around the shit like when Kevin Samuels died, where it's just like a whole bunch of women just talking shit, and when nobody knows what happened
between them two.
Yeah, nobody knows what happened, but the general consensus apparently is he proposed and she said no, and they broke up.
Which is fine. It's okay. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say no, bro. It's okay to say no. You don't have to say yes.
Hashtag it's okay to say no.
Yeah, you don't have to say yes to calling the question. That's why he asked you the question.
That's fucked up.
If it was imposed, like, bitch, I'm gonna marry you, then you can't say yes or no, because you can throw it
so
to get married.
I turned this shit, bitch.
Yeah,
so,
like, if you want to get married, like, you finna be my wife, bitch. And then
smack shit out your way over the ring. Whole fucking same. Play with me, bitch.
But yeah, it's okay to say no. So, apparently, if you say no, the relationship is over.
Yeah, how the fuck would I be?
I'm not ready today, I might be ready later.
Nah, bro.
I could've got scared.
Nah, bro. If I'm like, cause niggas is not, and this is the thing that I'm like, again, I don't want to get into that shit, cause nobody knows. You don't know, I don't know, nobody really know. But the idea of marriage, especially if a nigga want to marry you, that's something that he definitely brought up before. So either she gave him a half-ass answer to be like, yeah, nah, nigga, I ain't trying to get married to nobody. I'm for the streets. And then she's like, you know, Future, my uncle. He's like,
but she ain't.
well.
But she ain't out here bashing nobody. Future be bashing bitches though. She just. I don't really watch any interviews about her, but I ain't heard through the media that she said anything negative about any niggas. She gonna go.
Nah, but she be cursed. She got there. I'll give you a year. She's like, I need dick for a year.
Did she say that?
No, but nigga, how you went from Diddy's son to Diddy to Future to who else she can feel? She can fuck with a lot of niggas. To Drake. Now she with Michael B. Jordan. All these niggas is a year. Literally a year. On the dot. Like it's a year and she like, alright, well.
Maybe before she became, I guess, famous or whatever, she had a list of celebrities she was gonna go after.
It expired.
She probably got a list of celebrity niggas that she wanted to get at, and she's just going through a list, and they so happen to be on the list. They should be honored.
That's fucked up.
Like what? I get a chance to fuck.
That's some savage.
Fuck my dream celebrities. Hey, I'm going through the list. I come back with somebody later to see me.
So you already know when
I'm making
when she get famous. Just know if you famous already, when she get famous, and she like she wanna date you, just know everything is a lie.
Yeah. I mean I love you, but I just gotta go through the line. It sounds crazy, it sounds very important like, but live your life, hey. You feel me?
Okay. Well is that aspects like, oh Lord, I knew Lori Harvey for the streets, a whole bunch of goddamn Future means this nigga doing like this.
Right.
But another thing that I saw, it pertains to Michael B. Jordan, was it's like right there. It was like a couple of like sad memes, this nigga crying at the game. But another thing that I saw that really had me like, was like, oh that nigga Michael B. Jordan over there, all these white hoes, when he stack up on all their white women and shit. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, is that nigga even that type of nigga? I don't think he that type of nigga.
Type to run to the other.
Run to the white women. And I thought about it again, and I was like, I was like, technically, Kanye did the same shit, but I'm like, Kanye is out. I can't use him as an example. But I just thought about that idea, like, if it's a situation where, like, if a black woman leave a nigga and get with a white woman, it's all praises to that. It's praises to her. She got her. She got
the women will praise her, and same thing with men. With a black guy get with a white chick, y'all praise that shit too. Like you got you, especially if you get an exotic bitch, y'all really gonna praise you.
Nah, because nobody was really praising. I kept trying to think, because I don't know because the only high-profile interracial couple that I can think of is Ice-T and Coco, but Ice-T so motherfucking light-skinned, that shit really don't even count.
How people feel about? Well, I don't really hear much.
People really didn't give a fuck, but Coco was hood. One, Ice-T came at the notion of like, this not my wife, this is my bitch. You know what I'm saying? Now,
so what about Jeezy and his girl? Because that Jeezy and his old girl.
That's the Asian girl. I mean, but see, that's what I'm saying. Like, Jeezy ain't really. He ain't really in the mix. Like, I'm trying to think of niggas who's still in the mix. Like, Jeezy kind of like, he in the mix, but he ain't in the mix like that. You know what I'm saying?
He been talked about lately, but yeah, and people haven't been, because they posted that baby, and the baby was looking like hella Asian.
He fucking half Asian. What you expect that motherfucker to look like?
But hella Asian though? You gonna look hella Asian?
Bruh, what you expect that man to look like?
I mean, like Jeezy. I don't know.
Nah,
I don't know. I wasn't expecting it to come out that light skin, bro. Like that baby.
But all babies come out like, nigga, I came out like.
But that baby look Asian, like.
Bro,
like,
you see, baby, I ain't gonna say I look Asian. My mama said, cause I was born in Greg. They said the nurse said I look Mexican.
Oh, I gotta see some pictures. You gotta.
Bro, I would like.
You would like in my spot.
I was probably like a little bit like.
Oh, I was like, you want lead colors.
Yeah, I was. When I first came out the womb, bro, I was like, I would like, just give me the light. That's beautiful. But now I was just like, damn. I was like, so is people really? So the question really I want to ponder on the podcast today is like, is that black love? Because it was a lot. Not only that, but
wait,
the combination
question, bro. I was ready for it.
Is black love like still like the end goal as far as like you need to be with Especially if you get on, you gotta be with a black person.
You shouldn't feel forced to be with somebody to be black. Love is love. Although, if you end up with somebody on the other race, I'm gonna talk shit about you, about Umar and shit. Cause like, we already, like black women already don't need no love. So, you running over here for a solution as if every fucking black woman is hard to deal with. It's crazy.
Yeah, now I see. I get what you're saying. This okay. So I got a question. This is gonna be heated debate. Do you think who gets more love in the community, black women or black men?
I would go say black women because of our bodies. We get a lot of attention for that.
Well, I ain't talking about intention. I'm talking about as far as the dynamics of a relationship. So like I was saying, like I feel like, and this is in the media and real life too, I feel like black women get a lot more leeways in stepping outside of dating men of different races because I feel like, and this is just straight up fact, like more black women are more successful than black men and be on their shit more than black men do. So y'all are looked at as more valuable in the overall relationship. I don't want to say geography than a black man is. Unless that black man, even if he is rich and famous, then you gotta deal with like, is that nigga good as fuck? Is he still in his, 70 way back in the day? Or is he ain't even hood enough? He on that Drake shit, or that nigga soft as fuck? Like,
are you saying that a black woman is more likely to get snatched up by, not snatched up in a negative way, but to get bagged by another race quicker than a black man would by another race?
I'm saying that if she did, like Serena Williams is married to a 7-foot nigga from Switzerland. White as a motherfucker. Nobody said shit.
I didn't even know about it. But
exactly. That's my whole point. It's like nobody even knew. And even with Drake, is fucking properly talking from Canada, doing terrible dance hall music, fucking wearing 05 Iverson braids. I know, his dad is the niggiest nigga of all whoever did nigga. He's second running for the niggiest nigga with a mustache, second to Steve Harvey. But even when he came out with his baby mama being as white as she is with that giant ass nose, or Jewish, whatever the fuck she is, he got bashed for that.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, damn.
Hopefully, I'm not a statistic.
No, man.
I can't be because
I ain't say all that. You had extra shit too. We back though. So we was talking about. Oh yeah. So
Drake and white.
Yeah. So I was just looking at the fact that Drake getting bashed, but no one's saying. Then people was even praising Rihanna when she was dating that foreign billionaire. So I feel like. But that's my whole point. Is like it's so accepted that nobody even bat an eye. Be like, damn, bro, for real, you gonna fuck with who? You ain't even gonna fuck with her.
I think because for like even being that she's a female, if a wealthy man can take care of her, it's great because women are expected to be taken care of by men. I guess I don't care if he's black, brown, pink, whatever. If he can take care of her financially, then hooray, bitch, to you.
So you think it's not about the fact that he's white, it's the fact that he's just rich, he can take care of her, even though she's already rich, he can take care of herself?
That is true.
That's another thing I'm saying. So even you can say
so
that.
what does she go for then?
But exactly, that's my whole point. It's like, that's my whole point. So it's like, it's more accepted for black women to go date people outside of their race because black men is viewed at, and this is really our fault, honestly, real shit. This nigga's fault. It is what it is. It's really white people's fault. We ain't get it. They ain't that episode for that. But we, in the general consensus of the black culture and black community, our value is so fucking low that when black women date outside their race or go get a white dude or go get it foreign, mostly foreign dudes, like foreign white dudes. Yeah, it's like motherfuckers don't bat an eye, but if it's a black man who, get rich and get famous and get wealth, get a certain status, and they decide to get with, even with Donald Glover, he got all that shit. When he got with his Asian girl, even though this nigga done talked about loving Asian women in all his music, he getting shit for that. They like, damn, bro, you did it. And I'm like, bro, I know for a fact wasn't no black hoes trying to fuck. I know for a fact.
Oh, the one.
See, exactly. That's my whole point. Exactly. So I'm like, why y'all even getting on these niggas ass about fucking with Asian?
I mean, it's shit. I don't even think his hair. Like, I've never seen Donald with fresh haircut or anything.
Nigga, he don't. That's not his style. That's not his style.
That is what it is. He remind me of. Never mind, but yeah. I love all the anime guys. Because Michael B. Jordan is an anime guy, so I wasn't gonna say.
Wow. That's my whole point. It's like y'all not even fucking with him before, you know, he was just a regular ass nigga on Community. Now this motherfucker winning Grammys, winning Emmys, got his own show, got platinum selling albums. Now all of a sudden, all the black women coming out being like, he gonna be like this. And I'm like, bro, y'all wasn't trying to fuck with this nigga before. So why y'all trying to fuck with this nigga now? It would be
cool. Like when we see black successful men, it makes us feel good to know they with a black woman. That's it. Like damn, he's an actual successful black man, and he like black women. Wow, so that's really awesome. But it's like, can a black man be successful and ain't like black women half the time? There you go.
I don't even think it's that, bro. I think this is how I really feel. I think us, like a black couple, is probably one of the hardest things to keep together because we coming at it with so much trauma and baggage that 90% of the time we not even 100% stable enough to even have a relationship. So you got to deal with the regular hard shit of taking somebody else's life and how they live and how they you know, morals and how they habits and all that shit, somebody else's morals and habits and all that shit, putting it together and making that shit work. You also got to deal with all the trauma and bullshit that come with being black, all the trauma and bullshit come from being from the hood, and the individual bullshit that black men go through and black women go through. It is a lot. And if you ain't got, then you tag that on with niggas might not graduate college, and even if niggas do graduate college, like, you still might not be emotionally intelligent enough to really make that shit work or wade through that or be able to see through, okay, this is just see through the traumatic shit you went through, or see through the traumatic shit I went through to really make that black love work. And once you get famous or get some type of status, it's like, do you really even feel like going through all of that? Why, like, or would it just be easier, especially now that I have access to more women, because I can go to foreign countries and see more white women or Latino women or Indian women or Asian women that might not have that same trauma and baggage, and vice versa for women too.
They do have trauma also.
I'm not saying they don't, but it's not the same. But it ain't gonna be the same as.
Like why not? I mean, but like how they say, if you be with a black woman, y'all should understand each other's struggle. You know what I'm saying?
But it's one thing to understand. It's one thing
to be in a function group.
Yeah, because it's like, especially like I haven't been in that many relationships, and I've only been in one relationship that wasn't with a black woman. She was Dominican, and I won't say it was the best, but it was the easiest, one of the easiest relationships I've been in. And not on the tip that like she didn't have no trauma, because she sure as fuck did, and I sure had my own fucking set of trauma and bullshit I went through. But she was a lot more understanding of my shit, and I was a lot more understanding of her shit, and a lot of our shit didn't clash. I think it was a lot more. It was like, okay, I understand your bullshit, you understand my bullshit, and we was able to kind of work through it together without both of our traumas like clashing into each other. And I feel like, and again, it was just every other relationship I've had, that clash always happened. And it happened through, the shit that she went through is making her act a certain way towards me. And then the shit that I went through is making me act a certain way towards her. And us having to equally get over that shit and do an actual relationship at the same time.
I think, like, with black women, we tend to have an ego. And, like,
what? Hold on,
I think black women, black women have an ego.
Alright, one more time. You got
bro, come on, bro.
Right here. Say it one time.
We all, okay, let's say we all. Wait.
Look at the camera when you say it. Say it to the camera. Say it to the camera.
Let me say it.
Go ahead.
Black women got an ego. But that's not necessarily a bad thing, though. We all as people have ego, but I think black women tend to have more of a damaged ego. And so your ego is trying to actualize itself. You get into a relationship with a man who also has an ego, and men are supposed to have ego. But we forget that women have one too, and we have a sense of self that we try to protect. So we're as women, we're expected to be like, I want to say like, not I guess submissive and just a second thought to what men want and shit, and having an ego that wants to express itself, it ain't gonna go by easy. So if you think something should go one way, my ego in my mind think I'm right also. So now we clashing, and they think people say it's masculine energy. No, it's just an ego that needs to express itself, but we gotta learn how to express it in a healthy way. That's why I think comes an issue, if that makes any sense.
I think the bigger issue is that, and again, this goes into, this is also our fault, but I'm just gonna keep it a spade. Women, especially black women, have no fucking clue what a nigga wants out of a relationship. Like, not a fucking clue. It ain't, I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now to the camera. It ain't pussy. It's not. Any nigga who talk about fucking you in the first 5 to 10 minutes has no intention of being in a relationship with you. At all. Like, and even, honestly, a nigga probably won't even tell you what he's looking for. Because 9 times out of 10, he already working on, because niggas been pre-programmed at a young age to only chase pussy and money. That's it. Like, it ain't no like, alright, you need to get your education, you need to travel, build yourself, work on your motherfucking traumas and shit. Even when you get old, like even me, like, bro, it's hard for me to like, it's hard to kind of judge yourself and work on yourself and be like, alright, I got a problem, and fix those problems. Because the way you are has been working for your whole life. Like, the shit that you did, you created to get through your life, got you through your life. Like, so now you gotta change the shit to save you, so you can be better for somebody else. Like, fuck them.
You gotta be together and accepting of each other.
Well, that too. But I'm saying, like, but that's why it's like, again, I think it's why when it comes to like making black relationships work, it's always a struggle because, again, like you said, ego. So it's like, you coming into my life and you trying to tell me I gotta change how I am. But how I am is the reason why I'm still fucking breathing. Like, I made it through all the bullshit I done made it through and still here and still functioning because of how I am. So you tell me I gotta not be like this?
Exactly.
That shit is like scary as fuck. Like, that's just a type of vulnerability that a lot of black people are just not comfortable doing. And then, or you do it and the shit still don't work, so now you doubling. Yeah, now you doubling down.
You're not supposed to completely wipe yourself out to fit the mold of this person to keep a relationship. Y'all are supposed to be able to just accept each other as y'all are and just coexist, but it's like,
because that's toxic as fuck.
You have to be compromised somewhere.
Because, right, you gonna have to change. One, you're supposed to change as a human being, period. You ain't supposed to stay the same. You ain't supposed to act 16 at 35.
You gotta want to change.
Yeah, but I mean, even if you don't want to, like, even if you don't want to change, life is supposed to put you in situations where you're gonna change. Even if it ain't the main shit that changes, you still supposed to change and grow.
I'm learning that like people